afternoon because I'm a night owl. But what I'm doing this time is I'm going to go over the specs of each of my guitars because I get asked a lot of questions about what I'm working with and all that. So I have 5 guitars I call my work guitars. First, we're going to go over my Jackson. This JS34QM because it's quilted maple. But what I did, the only thing original on this guitar is the tuning pegs, the neck, and the body. Everything else I've gone and replaced everything. So it was passive. Now I'm running an EMG 81, 2 SAs, and I installed a kill switch. And this is an EMG 5-way pickup selector. What made me go with this is I'm a huge White Zombie fan, and I like a lot of 80s stuff as well too. So I went with what Jay Uniger went with, but he never installed the middle pickup. I have to have everything because I don't like looking at a hole and stuff like that. And then when I went to do the kill switch, I just wanted to do something extra on it to give it, something different than the other players have. And then the trim bar is one of those drop in, pull out, quicker. It's pretty cool. The only problem is I have to find a washer that'll fit in here because it's not really designed for the licensed Floyd Roach trims. But I mean, it still works. It works great. I mean, I have no problems with it. The thing stays in tune. I can dive bomb like crazy. And Metallica also uses EMGs, so I was like, all the real greats use them. I might as well switch over. And this was technically the first real guitar I turned active. And then, I went with, gold and red because I thought it would look pretty classy. And then I started thinking, okay, let's do some some springs and stuff like that. So what I did too is what I've mainly done with all my trims is I put brass claws and screws as well as a brass block. And what that does is it gives us a more warmer tone because, the stuff they put in these licensed Floyd Roses and stuff like that is just really crappy zinc and materials and stuff. So that's why a lot of people don't like them is because they can't get it to stay in tune. But, I got FU tone springs in there and it bends perfectly. I set my springs up that way. So, and then the last thing I did on it, which I do on all my guitars, I put DiMarzio straps, or I try to color coordinate them. Next, we're just going to go just down the rack line. Next is my great find that I found, which is an Agile 2011 8-string. Hey, man, how you doing? Oh, what, the Jackson? No, that's for the Floyd Rose. So the Agile, this is burl mahogany top. When I was doing research on this, when you get Agile, you can actually ask for different upgrades, and I guess the blocks were upgrades. The burl was an upgrade. I got it for a steal though too, so I can't complain. The thing is heavy, but the pickups that it came with are, where is it? Get it closer for you. Doesn't want to. Come on. Cephas, I think that's the name. Yeah, Cephas pickups. They are really good for passive because usually people don't use passive pickups for 8 strings, but I did 10 to 75 because the ones that were on this were like omega heavy and it just was way too thick. So I put those on. It plays great, stays in tune. This one I have in drop E, and this has 2 truss rods in it, so that was fun. It's the first time I had a guitar with 2 truss rods. Actually, I can't say that. I had a bass that had that. Oh, yeah. I was wanting to get bare knuckles and all that stuff, but they're really expensive. They want like $400 for a set, and it was their best set. All right, now moving on to my next one, which is my Randy Rhoads 7-string that I completely customize. So I bought the Randy Rhoads truss rod plate. That was outrageous. They wanted $20 just for that. Then I replaced the tuning pegs with locking tuners. Obviously, I still have the string dampener. Then I took out the neck pickup and tossed it. Oh, what? Yeah, I've tuned it E flat and all that stuff. It's I just have it in the H string and drop E right now. So, and the one pickup I left in here is the EMG 81-7. Yeah, I've tried all tunings, brother. Oh, and I replaced the bridge too, because the bridge that came with this stock was eh. And then these are my custom knobs that, what is it, Black Volt, custom Black Volt knobs. I have my nickname on them. These were well worth the money. For this thing, I also have in it the, let's see if I have the, oh, I have this right here so I can get the thing right. The 7-string has the 24-volt mod. So it has room and all that. So this thing just rips. Damn phone. Come on. It's my phone's being dumb. Hey Reza, how you doing, buddy? So what I did is with this, because I play for a couple companies. I play for Donner and Tactical Black Volt. That's the name of them. Tactical Black Volt is the ones who did my knobs. They also did Slayers. Trying to think who else he did the stuff for. Slayer, that Russian band, Slaughter to Prevail. Yeah, I'm lucky because I live out here. I'm getting to the amps. And this is my favorite prized one that I just finished building out. My Warrior with EMG 60 in the neck, EMG 60 A6 or AX in the bridge, gold bar, EMG 3 toggle. Oh yeah, I have it. And then I replaced the tuning pegs with top of the line Geiger, and I swear by Geiger. Yeah, dude, this is my baby. This thing just plays. And then here, I'll show you guys the back of it. Brass claw screws and brass block. And this is the one I was playing yesterday through the stream and all that. This is the one that is in drop C. All right, and then final one. That is that Warrior's it was a JS model. Now it's whatever I want it to be. Oh yeah, dude. Well, I'm also a tech, so I own my own company and all that stuff. So when I get a guitar, I completely redo them. I do fret dressings and all that. So this guitar right here, I got for a birthday gift last year, but it's only $86 brand new. It has a roasted maple neck. It has coil tap, 5-way switch. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, that was a JS. All these models, that's a JS. That's a JS. That was a JS. All I did is I made them better. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I do. I put my action at 0.25 millimeters to, what is it, 0.150 for 6 strings, and then it just goes up from there. I keep mine as low as you can go. I do all kinds of fret work and all that stuff, so instantly when I get a guitar, I do the fret work because guitars nowadays that are built after 2020, the fret work is horrendous. So, and I charge people $80 flat to teach them teach them fret work. But they have to have you have to have Discord because I have to actually show it to you. And then I told people the new thing is $1 to $5 to donate or to contribute to PayPal, and I can teach you certain things. So that's basically what. Definitely grab a JS. You could still keep it at 20.25 millimeters and all that. You just got to adjust the neck. 13 to 65. Jesus. Let me finish this real quick. So this guitar, is by Grote. They've been around since 93 or 88. I forget which that. But if you look at the headstock, it looks like a Friedman. And this thing is amazing. Just the roasted neck is just, oh, and it has stainless steel frets and real mother of pearl inlays. But this I highly recommend if you want a guitar that feels and plays like a Strat times 4. I recommend getting a Grote because it has a nice C-shaped neck. I mean, come on. How many guitars can you say that feel pro that come with the roasted maple neck, coil tapping? Oh, I replaced the string trees with roller string trees. But yeah, that was, they're $86 now for that. Yeah, I mean, back 26 years ago, they'd never had guitars and shit like that. Okay, let me see this. I'm going to do a little jam for you guys. It's not going to be that loud. Let's see if I can. Now just bear with me here. I have to put this on the tripod. You get better with time, buddy. Shit. There we go. Almost got it. Oh, you got the Marshall, huh? That's cool. Yeah, seriously. I've been playing every day for the past 26 years. And all you got to do is just practice, practice, practice. Now, like I said, this isn't going to be a long one because I at least owed you guys a jam today. So, because I didn't use this one before, I'm going to use it now. So all in all, this guitar was $250 used. And then I probably put about $600 into upgrading. Oops. I don't think I'm going to be able to play. I'm sure you guys can't hear that. Yeah, I'm getting knocks on the wall. I got to turn it off. It's okay though. I'll take you guys on a walk through of what is it, of the studio, so you guys get an idea, because I'm getting new studio equipment too. So all right. I hate my neighbors. so I apologize for that. Let's take you on a walk real quick. So I plugged my Marshall in, right? Yeah, dude, this tube amp's insane. So I plugged in my Marshall, which is right there. I finally get to use my 100-watt head. That's solid state, which I honestly recommend solid state if you're going to play metal, just because of the fact that you get a sharper attack. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I like tube, but the only reason I like the tube is because it's the EVH tube, and it's 6L6s. But I finally got that in. I'm going to do a, what is it? I'm going to get ABY so I can connect those two together and create a, what is it? Yeah, well, this is digital. The MG. I have a lot of guitars. Yep, that's where I got the solid state love from, because I'm a huge Dime fan. Yeah, that thing is insane. I used to run that through a Randall cab. All right, the guitars I have are Jacksons. See, this one I'm holding right now. And then here's Agile 8, 7-string Jackson, another 6 Jackson, a Groat, and then in the other room I have a vintage Ibanez 7-string and another 8-string. Now, there's a lot of people that use solid state. Your death metal bands will actually love solid state. With tube, you're getting more of a warmth feeling around it. That's why I like the tube on that sense, because I run every channel. Like most metalheads will just run distortion, and that's fine. But I actually use every channel because I'm paying for all of it. And I appreciate that. So let me go back to where I was going. I get sidetracked because I start talking about gear, and then you know how it is. So I have the Marshall ready because it's digital, and I have this really rare channel selector for it because they don't sell them anymore. And this was refurbished, and I spent $100 on it to get a brand new one. They wanted $300. I was like, yeah, no. Yeah, Metallica has fractal. And then here's my favorite pedal board I've ever built. Donner sent me that one for free for my birthday a few weeks ago. That was my first Donner pedal. If you ever wanted a wacky, crazy delay pedal, that's it. This is one I waited forever to get. It's basically their version of the Rat pedal. Everyone's using fractal anymore these days. It's a lot easier. And I don't really use this, but it's nice to have in the middle of your chain because it acts as a buffer. So it cleans up everything. And if you want to silence your rig, you just press that on. And then, yeah, I have Behringer pedals, but these are all clones of, Boss pedals. But these two, I run together because that one's for low end. That one's for everything else. And obviously, I got to have an EQ. And I run that at the end of the chain, or towards the end of the chain, because in the noise killer, I don't run it that much. I just try to take out a little bit of the garbage. And then I have the very first Line 6 pedal board ever. I got it for a steal, because this is the first generation Line 6 Pod Pro rack mount. The tuner is down there. Damn phone. That's the tuner. The tuner is in there, but I don't like Line 6 tuner. And then I have several of these. The Snarks. So how it runs is it'll go from the chain starts. Obviously, I use the effects loop, so this is just more of a power amp at this point, but it'll go from here to effects loop that in. But here's the thing that's really weird about line 6. The pedals, they'll get canceled out if you run it through the effects loop. I figured that out because I was sitting there and going, what the hell? My pedals aren't working. So I figured out you have to run them through the front of your amp, the front of the preamp. So that really sucked. Oh, the pod goes pretty good. I mean, this right here, this is another amp of mine. This has 60 or 70 presets, has Mesa Boogie, all that stuff. But I could just plug this in. I could take this to a live event, plug it into the soundboard, and there's all my amps. And this is from Donner. Yeah, line 6 doesn't have really good cab choices. That's why I like Donner, because they had the Marshall 1960B cab, and that's what all guitarists normally go after. I stay away from vintage 30s because I don't like vintage 30s. They're too brash and too tinny. But I have, to finish it off, I have, the wireless connection monitors. I have this actually wired into the back of this, but I have a replacement. I have the, what is it? I get the fast track quad, so it's going to be bigger than this. Donner is somewhat of a newer company, but I've been playing with them for almost a year now, and they're really good pedals. They have guitars and all that stuff too. Yeah, see, that's another thing. They have so many different things that sound like Mesa Boogie and stuff like that, and I've played Mesa Boogie amps, and they're just not my cup of tea. But this thing's awesome. That's why I can't wait to get this rolling on that. And when I get an ABY cable, I'll be blending the Marshall with the 5150, and then I already have a cabinet, and then that combo has a 110. So yeah, see that. I love that they have that kind of stuff now, because like I was saying before, like they didn't have this kind of crap when I just started and whatnot. Now kids have all these options and stuff. It's like you guys are spoiled. Like a $200 guitar. I remember I was playing a $200 guitar at a guitar shop, waiting for something to get bought and all that. And here it's like, they're like, oh, that's $200. Like, there's no way this is $200, but it was. It's super underrated, which is now the DSL 100. Oh shit! Isn't that 333 the what is it? Isn't the 333 the Bugera? Oh well, yeah. The JCM 800 is like the pinnacle of what amps were. I still like to play one of those. Still that, and throw in a EMG 81 on that. Hell yeah. Oh, okay, it's this copy of Soldano. All right. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys that. So, and then I obviously have a rare Eddie Van Halen. I usually hate pops and all that, but I couldn't pass on Eddie. And what, the 800? Yeah, those things are loud, dude. Oh, and this is my prized mic. I'll show it to you guys. If you ever do recording with mics, you need one of these. The Sennheiser E609. These are amazing. I got this on sale last year. It was $90 on sale. Oh, it's $800, what you're saying. Dude, that's not bad at all. Dude, it's like $1,000 for all that. Jesus. Yeah. It's a hell of a price. See, I'll show you the back of this too. See, it has the old PV setup. And that's pretty much the back. You can cut the power with this switch is what I do. Oh, you're up, buddy? Oh, I appreciate it, dude. I'm going to be on tomorrow, Matt, so definitely. Tomorrow I'll be able to play the amp a little bit louder. Metal! Definitely see you tomorrow, Matt. But yeah, that's pretty much all it is like it. I can make it louder, but I don't want to. It even has a headphone. See, I just started getting into PV amps and all that, and I feel like I cheated myself because there was all these great PV amps, but they were so overpriced back in the day. Here, I'll go grab those other guitars real quick. I'll be right back. So, here's my other 8-string. If you guys ever heard of the company, what is it, Tario or G Style? That's what this is. It was $220 plus $20 shipping. I actually had to replace the nut with what is it, a black tusk, because this was cut wrong. And surprisingly, these pickups, the Bellcats, are what they are the same pickups they put in Jackson JS series. And what's cool about this, yeah, LiveShow. And what's cool about these, they're not even soldered in. They're all like, it looks like wire. It looks like they use the same system as EMGs, but they're passive. So I found that out. So this is pretty cool. I have this tune. I have this. It's the same action as the rest of them. 0.25 all the way to 2 millimeter. So this is in F sharp, so it's in standard. Fishman are meh. I wasn't too impressed with them. Oh, and lastly, here's my vintage Ibanez that I've upgraded like a motherfucker. Seymour Duncan, 7-string. What are they? The super distortion style ones with the rivets. Then I replaced the crappy factory tuners with 6 locking nut and 1. Thank you. I actually put a real brass toggle switch, and then I put metal dome knobs on it. Drop Z gang, what? And this is in, let me see. Oh. All right, now it's in standard. Yep, this thing, I've had this since 2001. I can't right now. I just tried plugging in, and the neighbors were hitting on the door, on the walls and stuff. I'm going to actually do another one, do a live show tomorrow to where I actually can plug in because, yeah, Jet's easy to play. It's just. Yeah, Jet's fun to play. I've been playing that style of music forever. But I've showed off all the guitars. I can't think of more stuff to talk about considering that my neighbors kind of screwed me over on this. I'm going to call it a night tonight, and then tomorrow I'm just going to jump on and try to do this for 2 hours, 3 hours straight. Yeah, I know. I can't play my guitar. It's kind of useless to try to do something right now. Yeah, I know. My neighbors are assholes. They can go outside, drink, and fucking do drugs and shit like that, but God forbid I play my guitar for 20 minutes. It's retarded. It's like I own a business. I'm supposed to do this kind of stuff. That's why I can't wait to get. I'm buying a house next year, so. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, dude. This time I won't be napping the whole damn day. But if you can think of some other things too, like questions or anything like that, I'm really kind of leaving this up to the subs and all that. Throw me some ideas and stuff like that. I mean, hey, do you want to hear this? Would you like to hear this? Recommendations. No, I'll be on tomorrow, man. I'll be up all night, but I'll be on tomorrow because everyone will be in church tomorrow. So, but all right, my awesome tech heads. I owe you. I tried to do my best tonight. I think I did pretty well. At least I got to explain the guitars to you. I will see you guys tomorrow about between 10 and 12 Arizona time, obviously in the morning. And then we're going to shoot for 2 hour jam session with a break here and there. But I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday and peace out.